Hey, we a Q&A community discussion, but not the type of Q&A community discussion we we normally have where you're going to send your questions. What I'm going to do tonight, hello to Poppy and Jeffrey Sherman and John Harvey. So what I'm going to, hi Hunter. So what I'm going to do tonight, hello Shannon. I'm gonna answer some questions tonight that I think will be helpful. This was brought to my attention by one of our community members, and I forgot to ask his permission to use his name, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I was wondering, like, can you guys hear me? Hello, Malta. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Sue. Can you guys hear me okay? Hi, James. Great to see you again. Welcome back. Hi, Matt. So happy to see you. So happy to see everybody. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys can hear me. Okay, so I didn't get this person's permission to use their name. Hi, Ashton. So, but this was brought to my attention. Okay, so we're not doing Q&A the way we normally do Q&A. The way we would typically do Q&A on this channel is that we would, you would tag Poppy or Shannon or Matt, or in a pinch, you would tag a moderator like Hunter, John Harvey, or we have lots of different, the mod squad is like, they're my superheroes, right? It's been brought to my attention that that sometimes we can show up here on this channel and we can feel very unheard or invisible. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I've felt invisible before. I've felt like, perhaps, like, gosh, is it something I said? Or, you know, like, it's almost like walking into a room and then you say hi to everybody. And we picture these YouTube lives to be like you walk into a room and you see everybody and then you say hi, and then certain people ignore you and don't talk back to you. And then that's how it feels. We can feel other than. We can feel excluded. And let me just tell you very transparently and vulnerably that I spent the majority of my trauma therapy appointment last week ugly crying with snot rolling down my face. Super awesome, beautiful visual. Can you tell? Ugly crying with snot rolling down my face about how painful it's been my entire life to feel other than. And that feeling other than is probably more traumatizing than all of the stuff I've been through. Because I was never convinced that the reason I felt other than was because I had been through trauma. I was convinced that the reason I felt other than, or invisible, or ignored, or just different, or ugly, or gross, or clumsy, or dumb, or stupid, or all the names that my family members called me, I felt other than because I never quite fit in, because I was socially inept until I was well into my 20s. But I never knew it was because I had lived through abuse. I always thought that it was just because I was born wrong. Something was wrong with me. And then, to add insult to injury, I had friends who were special needs with autism and Down syndrome. And, you know, they were, you know, double amputees, quadriplegics, right? Paraplegics, my bad, not quadriplegics. Paraplegics. And yet they were never treated other than, right? They were treated with love and they were welcomed and they were treated well. And so here I spent the majority of my, you know, my appointment this past week just bawling my face off, basically, like not able to understand what's wrong with me. Why was I born wrong? And so it's been brought to my attention that, you know, sometimes it can feel like we show up at these YouTube lives, and when we're not really talked to or acknowledged by others, it can feel very similar to being treated other than or ignored. But I want to dispel that, and I want to talk about the reality of YouTube lives as it was described to me by one of our members here. Okay? Anyone can come along here. They can log on and they can say hello to people, and they can go and they can see all the other conversations going on. And so they go, oh wow, it says here that there are, 50 people. There's 50 people here live right now. And I see everyone talking back and forth to one another. So I want to say hi to everybody. First of all, it takes a lot of courage to say hi to everybody. It takes a lot of courage. Second of all, once we get up the courage to say hi to everybody, if we're not met with a friendly response, we can begin to not only feel other than and rejected and invisible and ignored, but we can feel like something's wrong with us, like we were born wrong. And if you reverse engineer the whole I was born wrong thing, the only way that you're ever going to feel better is if you die and then you somehow believe in reincarnation and you're born again and you come back a different person. So there's no solution to I was born wrong, I will never feel better because I was born wrong, so therefore I want to die. So it can really bring on suicidal ideation, which, by the way, Poppy has some really amazing crisis resource numbers that she is sharing with you in the chat box. YouTube is never a place for crisis care. This is not a place to receive trauma therapy or counseling or support of any kind. This is just an informational, friendly discussion among peers. And while I do share from a lived experience perspective, and while I am trauma informed, that's not what I'm doing here on these videos. I'm simply having conversations on these videos, important conversations. So what I want to really get to here, the crux of the conversation I want to have is what we don't realize when we show up here is that, as it was mentioned to me earlier in a message, people can walk away from their keyboard. They can get up and go to the bathroom. Someone could get up and make dinner. Someone's child might have fallen down and skinned their knee, and they could be handling that. Someone else might be multitasking. They might open up the window. Consider this, if you will. How many times have you opened up a window to a YouTube video and you just wanted to hear the person's voice, and you clicked over to another window and you checked your Facebook, or you emailed someone, or your mom messaged you, or your best friend from college decided to reach out and just connect with you and you hadn't heard from them in a really long time? And, the reality is, when you show up here and you don't get someone that says hello to you, it's not because we're not saying hello to you. There are about 100 different scenarios. And if you really want me to get all mathematical on you, there are countless, infinity scenarios that could be going on because of the number of people that are in our community. Yes, there may only be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 of you here at a time live. Sometimes the feed skips. Sometimes you get up to make dinner. Sometimes someone has to go to the bathroom. Sometimes someone's multitasking. Sometimes someone logs in, says hello, has conversations with everyone, and then puts their phone down. And they don't get back to over in the chat box. They're just there to listen. They just want to hear. Maybe they wanted to listen to the waves last week and they didn't want to have a discussion. Maybe they just want to hear about the discussion I'm going to have with people, and they don't want to have a conversation in the chat box. The likelihood that anyone is purposely ignoring you or treating you poorly is less than if something else was going on. So I would ask everyone that would come here to hang out with us to have an extra measure of grace and patience and kindness and understanding when you show up. When we show up needing to be filled up by others, then, you know, we run the risk of walking away feeling very wounded and other than. I'm not saying you got to show up to these live streams full and filled up, ready to pour out and give to others and support others. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that it's important when you do show up here to know that if you're ever not responded to or welcomed with open arms, it is truly only because I have not seen you, had the ability to acknowledge you, or someone is stepped away, the screen has frozen, the feed is delayed, someone needs to get a glass of water, someone needs to make some dinner, someone's child fell down and has a boo-boo, or something else is going on. I can guarantee you with great confidence right now that if you show up here for a live Q&A or a discussion like this, and we don't respond to you personally, that's myself and like 15 other people that are here just every single week showing up just because they want to be able to welcome you. I can guarantee you with great confidence that it is an oversight and it is nothing to do with you and it's everything to do with us. Everything to do with us. And I won't even say us, I'll just say me, because I'm the one not paying attention. Okay? But I have rules in place, and I have guidelines in place, and I have measures that I've put in place that protect everyone that shows up here, and that they must be treated with kindness and mutual respect. Otherwise, they get put in timeout, they get deleted, they get blocked, and they're not welcome back. So, if that is you and you're ever feeling like we are not paying attention to you, or we don't see you, or we don't hear you, as it was brought to my attention today, it is rather important that we take into consideration that it has everything to do with me and the abundance of people that show up, the broken souls that show up here and need support, the people that show up here looking for answers and love and acceptance. Has everything to do with me not being able to handle the growth and not paying close enough attention. It has nothing to do with you. You were born perfect. You were born flawless. If you weren't treated as though you were born perfect and flawless, then that is the fault of your caregivers. You were born into a world that is flawed, with flawed people, but you have arrived here in a community of others that want to welcome you and want to say hello to you and want you to feel loved and cared for and welcome and cherished and beautiful and appreciated and valued. So please, just know that I lead discussions like this 7 days a week. We have an entire system in place for complex trauma survivors to take part in group discussions, not one-on-one, group discussions on a private server, away from Facebook, away from social media. If you're interested in that, go over to cptsdfoundation.org, look for something that says daily calls or something. I think it says daily calls or daily support or something. And just know that if you're not feeling welcome here, it's not anything to do with you, and it's everything to do with me needing more people. And I'm just in a state of flux. I'm in a constant transition. I'm so grateful that you guys choose to show up here. I'm so grateful that you choose to reach out and connect with others and welcome others and say hi, whether it's through words or emojis or whatever it is that you do, by hanging out here with us and responding to people's comments or welcoming people that show up for the very first time, whatever it is that you choose to do. I'm so grateful for you. I want you to know that. I'm standing next to someone's apartment, I think, because it was shady here and it was like really sunny. Let's go for a walk. We'll go over here. Hopefully I can find some shade. I just don't want someone to come out and be like, can you please, you know, be quiet? You're talking too loud. Who are you talking to? Are you on the internet? Are you on the World Wide Web? What are you doing with your phone? You know, that's what people are thinking. There's my neighbor's patio. These are my flowers. Do you like? This is my messy patio. Don't judge me. It was not shady here though, so maybe we'll walk inside. And that way it's nice and shady. And then I can, here, let me make sure that I'm on Wi-Fi. Hold on one second. Sure. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's like too sunny. I'm gonna get sunburned, and so we're just gonna sit here. How's that? We're just gonna sit here like this. But I just wanted to say all of that, you guys. You know, like, we need to know that we belong. Everyone needs to know that we belong. Everyone needs to know that they belong, rather. You know? And it's hard. If we don't feel like we belong, it can be a really unsettling, sad, painful, traumatizing, re-traumatizing thing. So if you're here for the very first time, I don't always do the videos like this. I'll usually just be like sitting at I'm going to sit on my couch because I just cannot like stand here the whole time. I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm doing self-care videos. That's what's really going on. If we're being real. How's that? How's that? Let's see if we can zoom and make it look nice. All you see is my screen. That's probably not good. I guess we'll just keep it like that and you can just look at my patio furniture. How's that? But, you know, I think it's important that we just acknowledge that what we have going on here with, you know, showing up for a live stream and, you know, we're committed, right? Like I've been showing up here every week with you guys for 5 years and I'm committed. I love it. It's like there's no place I would rather be than here with our community because, you know, I think that peer support, particularly trauma-informed peer support, is probably one of the things that truly saved my life, right? And I don't ever want anyone to show up here and not feel seen and not feel heard and not feel validated and not feel welcomed. So I think my major message here today is just that we need to take into consideration that people could be multitasking. They could have stepped away to go to the restroom. They could be making dinner. They could be just showing up to listen after they, you know, say hello or, you know. There can be a whole lot of different circumstances, but I just want you to know that it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Nothing. I wish someone would have told me that there was nothing wrong with me when I was younger. You know? I wish someone would have told that to me. I wish someone would have thought that maybe hearing that would have been important for me, you know? But sadly, that was not the case. And I'm here as, you know, as a volunteer who loves to be here with all of my heart. I show up here as often as I can, and when I do show up, it's because I'm all in, right? I have an internal yes matched with my external yes, and I'm so excited to be here. So, see, we have someone here who's multitasking, making pudding, 8 boxes of pudding. Yeah, and there are others that, you know, gosh, I could tell you so many stories, you guys. I have clients and colleagues, and their most practical means of self-care is to arrive home after a day in a workplace where they feel ridiculed and persecuted and unappreciated, and they just can't wait to be here. This is the only place they want to be. They think about being here with us every Monday. It's on their calendar. They rush home and get off work at a certain time just so they can be here with all of us. Not so, you know, they can, like, you know, talk to everybody, but just because this is something that they want to do for themselves, you know. And I could tell you so many stories just about the practical means of self-care that is just sitting back and being able to watch YouTube videos or listen to, you know, listen to someone's voice, or just to type in the words hello. Just, and it's not even that they want someone to respond back to them. They just want everyone here to know that they're here, that they want to just say hi. You know? I think it's so important that we take care of ourselves and that we have conversations that nourish our soul. The conversations we have here in this community are soul-nourishing conversations. This thing just popped up. I have to tell you guys this. You won't think I'm crazy, because you all know me. Well, we're all a little crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, it tells me, it pops up and tells me if somebody like gives our video a thumbs up, and like, and then it will tell me, like, it will update it as it goes on, and like as I walked from outside in the shade and it was getting too sunny, and so I needed to walk inside, the thumbs up count went down because they didn't, I'm assuming it's because they just wanted me to stay outside, but I can't because I'll get sunburned. So I'm just gonna come over here and just hang out with you guys and ask and just see how you're doing. Deborah says, Ann Austin, unfortunately, right now, I can't really help others in their trauma, yet I am asked a few people to check in on me. Oh, I love that, though. I mean, the fact that you're even here with us, Deborah, is so beautiful. I mean, you're in the middle of so much going on, and here you are, you know. you're here with us. You don't have to help other people. I'm not having these conversations like we're having right now, guys, because I want you to show up wanting to help people. Like, I'm just so grateful that you choose to show up for yourself. You know what I mean? Aurora Aquarius says, I'm on week 2 of my peer support specialist training and 4 days away from certification. Woohoo! That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. My gosh, that's so awesome. I owe you an email, actually. Gosh, I have, like, just so you know, I have like 150 emails that I haven't, like, they're just like sitting there unread, and I'm like, I've been like under the weather almost for 2 weeks now, and just sort of trying to figure it all out, you know. Hi, Declan. Declan says, Deborah, you can try writing 3 lists of stream of consciousness words, namely the black list, the white list, the center list. Kira, hi Kira. Kira says, Malta, that would make me very anxious also. Oh, I missed what Malta said. I'm sorry if you're anxious, Malta. Oh, thank you, Malta. Thank you so much. We're renting an apartment right now. And this was our friend's apartment, and then they moved out like right around the time that we needed an apartment. And so we snagged it before somebody else could snag it. Like it was just a huge blessing. We prayed and prayed and prayed, and we were just like, oh my gosh. Like, I think we weren't sure what we were going to do, you know. And then our friends were like, well, we're moving. We built a house in Oregon, and we're going to go live in Oregon now. And we're like, what? How can we rent your apartment? They're like, well, you don't want our apartment. It's old, and it has gross carpet, and the carpet has like old padding, and like it hasn't been remodeled since the 70s, and it's like 1 bedroom. Why would you want a 1 bedroom? Like, you know, hello, you have an office in your house where you, but we sold our house, like, long story short, like, because, you know, I just want to continue the work I'm doing, and it's going to be a thing, you know, like this is what we want to do. We want to pour everything we have into serving this community, and that's what we're doing. So anyhow, long story short, we got to move in right after they moved out. Like literally, the cleaners came, the cleaners left, and then they did the walkthrough, and then we did our walkthrough, and we moved in. Somewhere on one of my old phones, I have pictures of what this place looked like, completely empty. And we sold everything and donated all of our stuff. We started over from scratch, and I bought couches on Costco.com, and I bought my dining room table at Target, and I bought these little pillow covers at on Amazon, and I got my little wreath in my kitchen. Like there's my beautiful yellow kitchen wreath. I got that at Pier 1, and this old microwave was like our friend's microwave, and they gave it to us. And yeah, so, but it was just amazing, and we didn't think we were going to be able to get it. We thought that he was going to say no, because the owner is like, we're putting your unit, and we're going to put the unit that you want to rent into a vacation program. And so it would be like, you know, they would get like $1,000 a week or some crazy ridiculous number to rent it out in a vacation program. But in order to do that, they have to remodel it and like rip out the floors and put in like new things, new tubs, new showers, new plumbing, new everything, right? And new fixtures, and I mean, it's like so 70s. Like it's got like, but like that's a mirror. Like that's a floor to ceiling mirror. The kitchen is remodeled, but everything else is not. Like everything else is like, oh, I put that together. This is from Target as well. And there's my room, where you guys, where I normally, it's so messy. Like you can't even see my little twinkly lights. Can you see my twinkly light? You can't see my twinkly lights. Anyway, that's my little office chair with my little pink blanket on it. Whoops. I think I almost like stopped the recording on accident. So anyway, so, so thank you. I'm grateful that we got a chance to move in and that he decided not to put it into a rental ownership program. And I'm going to stay here as long as I can until we can afford to buy a house again. And I also like don't really want to buy a house right away either, you guys, because my husband's parents are both very, very, very elderly, like in their 90s. And I know that my husband is going to want to like go be with them. You know, like he's so close with his family, and like I know that that's something that he's going to want to do. And if we have a mortgage and like it's just like so, you know, upkeep on a home and yard work and maintenance, and like here we have like people that go around and like they mow the lawn. Like they're the ones that mow the lawn and trim the bushes. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to do that. So, oh, I missed it. Deborah says that she had like good news. Oh, hi, Francesca. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing something different this week and last week. I'm doing self-care. So I opened up the video just like this, basically. Yeah. Oh, Deborah says that she has a win. I want to know. Deborah has good news. If you want to share, oh, here we go. Deborah says a professor at CWU here has asked me to come speak to her class on counseling trauma survivors. Oh my gosh, Deborah, that's amazing. Congratulations, that's incredible. Hi, Angela. Hi, Poppy. Hi, Declan. Wow, that's huge. Oh, that's incredible. Hi, Anne. I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, congratulations. Seriously. Kira says, I'm glad you have reached out and asked people to check up on you. Yeah, that's super important. Malta says, that's great. Any article ideas for her students to read? How old are her students, Deborah? Depends on their age. I guess we would want to make sure that it's age appropriate. For sure. You guys, it's gotten shady, so now I don't have to stay inside. I'm going to put on my, see how the carpet has like weird like ripples in it? So that's why they were saying, you know, oh, you won't be able to rent that out in the rental program unless you put new carpet in. So it's shady out, so I'm going to be able to go outside with you guys again. We'll just sit here. That way you don't have to look through the screen. We'll just sit here together. How's that? The other day I just got to sit here with you guys and feed the birds. I was over in like one of our groups. It took like a lot of energy just to move from the couch to like a chair. That's when you know something's really wrong with you. Public speaking is hard. Hi, Nora. Hi, Angela. Ooh, Sharon. Hi, Francesca. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. It's a little one bedroom apartment, and we sold our home. Ooh, okay. They're college students. I guess I should have paid attention when she said like CWU, right? Like hello. I should have like realized like hello, it's college students, it's adults, right? Oh, okay, okay. It's right now it's like 4 in the afternoon here. 4 something. Um, oops. Um, Thank you. So yeah, it's our apartment, Francesca. It's just a little one bedroom place and it's like super dirty right now. Otherwise I would be like, hi, I want to come in my kitchen, but I can't right now. So, and Sharon says she's going back to school. Oh my gosh, Sharon. Sharon says she's not sure what she's going to study. Architecture maybe. Still need more college. Oh my gosh, I'm cheering you on. That's amazing. Public speaking is so hard. Poppy says it's public speaking is so hard, Deborah. That's so true. Oh, can you hear my birds, Hunter? When they're here in the morning, they're so loud. It's crazy. So good to see you, Nora. Um, have you seen the new Mary Poppins, Ashton? Oh my gosh. I went to go see it. I sat in the very front row. Oh, Deborah's already spoken at CWU. Awesome. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome, Kira. This is so much easier than me like being on camera right now. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just I'm just exhausted. I think I'm mentally, emotionally, and physically exhausted. Hey, James. So James is making 8 boxes of pudding for his friend who's having a baby shower and loves pistachio pudding. Oh my gosh, you're like the greatest friend. Like, I don't have any friends in the whole world other than my girlfriend Kathy, where I could literally roll up at her place unshowered without brushing my teeth in my pajamas, and she'd be like, let's sit on the patio and rock in some rocking chairs until you feel better. Like, she's like the only friend I know that would make me 8 boxes of pudding. If I said, Kathy, I need 8 boxes of pudding, it's my favorite, would you please just make this pudding? She would be like, I'll make it from scratch. Like, she is like she's just amazing. She just cooks and bakes, and she's just like, that's where we go every year for Thanksgiving. She's like my family. She's better than my family. She's my family for sure. Anne says, Athena, I love how you decorated. I didn't really decorate. I guess I did. I built it I asked for my anniversary present when we were moving. I asked for a Makita drill, like one of those fancy, like professional drills, like a big power tool. And so I got it, and then I ordered our furniture online, and then it all came in boxes, and I spent a week putting all the furniture together myself. So I bought it at Target.com, and then you can pick it up or have them deliver it. And I'm like, Target's like an hour each way, plus I have to like load it in my car. Forget that. You can deliver that to my place. And so they delivered it all in boxes. And then my husband got this machete thing and opened up all the boxes for me and put all the different pieces of furniture in their own little pile with their own directions. And then he left for work, and then he came home from work, and I had like put all the furniture together with a drill and like those like power screwdrivers, and like I had it was so awesome. Like, I had so much fun doing it. So I didn't really decorate, I guess. We moved in sight unseen, and like I had to buy the furniture sight unseen, so I wasn't really sure. I came in when our friends were living here, and I brought a tape measure with me, and that was like all I had. So I was like, oh, I hope the couches fit, like, because I ordered them online and they delivered them when it was like a monsoon out and they had mud everywhere and they ruined our carpet even more. But anyway, thank you, Anne. I just decorated with like cream vanilla color, like throw pillows. And my kitchen, I put bright yellow because I was like, hey, that's going to make me happy, you know? Oh, Anne says, want to come to Texas and decorate my place? Yes. Oh my gosh. I would decorate anything for free. Like if you brought me there, like, hello, my airport code is OGG. I would come decorate. Like you got to give me what budget you have to work with though, because I do everything budget. I do everything Amazon, Target, Walmart. Like no crate and barrel stuff going on here. I live on an island, right? Seriously. But yes, I would come decorate. Are you kidding me, Anne? That would be amazing. Oh my gosh. I would love that. I love Mary Poppins. I love Mary Poppins too. I did see the new movie. Poppy, you have to see the new one. It's so awesome. John Harvey says, doing theater is a lot easier to do than public speaking with the lights out and not able to see people. Yeah, it does help a lot. I totally agree, John Harvey. I remember being like in school and doing that type of stuff. And even like in choir, the lights are on us and you can't see anybody in the audience. And so it's so much easier because you're like, you can't see anybody. It's just black. But when you're public speaking, you can see everybody. It's so hard. I'm glad James the Broviver is here too. Like, what an awesome friend you are. Seriously. There are some of my birdies. I think they hear me talking and they're like, maybe she's going to feed us. Hunter says that he meets with another survivor and a great friend weekly and it helps so much. That is so awesome. Declan, you're such the contrarian. I swear I love you. That's so awesome. Declan says, public speaking is easy. Friendships are hard. You actually have a point there. Because the detachment, like if you are able to stay detached and not too emotionally involved, like it does make it easier. But I think public speaking is one of the top fears of everyone in the world for a reason, because everyone's afraid that they're going to be laughed at or ignored, But I see what you're trying to say there, Declan. I totally vibe with you. I get you. I so get you. Sharon says, I would make a good counselor, but architecture is ingrained in my brain. Oh, Sharon, I wish I could just hire you to come design my house, like when I decide to like build a house someday. Deborah says, amen, Declan. You know what I know about you, Deborah? Deborah Herendine, if you're still here. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you're here. I hope you can hear me say this. I know something for certain about you, Deborah Herendine, and that is that you are passionate about the work you do, and that is guarantee right there. That is guarantee enough that you are going to do excellent. You are going to be so excellent at what you do, whether you're speaking to that group or helping them one-on-one or listening to them. You're passionate and you're compassionate and you care deeply for others. And you're going to do so well, whether it's public speaking or whatever it is you're going to do. You're going to do really, really well. I just have a gut intuition feeling about that. Oh, Ashton says she has to go, but she's wonderfully grateful to be able to be here with all of us tonight. We're grateful that you were able to be here with us too, Ashton. I don't know what time it is, you guys, because I'm just not able to see the clock on my phone, and I don't want to have to get up again. I'm very low energy. I'm not feeling 100%. Jeffrey Sherman's laughing at Declan. Yeah, I get you, Declan. I get you. Poppy says, I'm looking into going back to school too. Social work is where I am aiming for, but we shall see. Poppy, you would be such an incredible social worker. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Sharon says pistachio pudding is awesome. Yes, pistachio. Yes, that is when you know you have a real friend for sure. Either they make you 8 boxes of pistachio pudding because it's your favorite, or they let you roll up at their place unshowered without brushing your teeth, and they're like, can I make you some tea? Let me bake for you. Let me cook for you. Sit on my porch and rock in my rocking chair as long as you want. I love you. You know? Aurora says public speaking is hard. On Friday, we shared our personal stories of recovery with the class, and it was so hard to talk about my trauma in front of so many people, in front of that many people. I did get validation from everyone. Oh, I'm so glad that they validated you, Aurora. That is like so scary. You never know what's really going to go down. You know what I'm saying? Sharon says Makita is top notch. Heck yes, I researched that. I'm like, what is the best drill that I could possibly get? Because I needed to like drill holes in these crazy walls. And you wanted to know what I needed to get, Sharon. You guys will appreciate this if you understand drills. I needed a hammer drill because we have cinder block walls. And I needed to be able to hang a couple of things on walls. And you can't do that without a hammer drill. So I got a hammer drill. Hold on, there's something in my eye. I can't see you guys when I'm not touching this screen. And so I'm itching my eye and I'm not able to like see you. Oh, maybe I'm allergic to something. I have no idea. Okay, I just had to like itch my eyes. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out where I was. Okay, everyone's saying bye to Ashton. Yes, pistachio pudding is awesome. Okay. Sharon says public speaking in other cities where you don't ever have to see them again is key. Yes, I love doing that. I went around and I spoke at all these churches back when I launched my books, and I swear it was really awesome. Like I had all these churches in Florida, and then these churches in Alabama, and then this one church in Texas, and I drove from Florida to Alabama to Texas. I road tripped it in the middle of a tornado. Why? Because I'm crazy. Someone's like, "Why would you drive?" I'm like, "I've never done it before. I've never driven this route." And they're like, "So what? Like that's what airplanes are for." And I'm like, "But I'd never driven this route before. I really wanted to like I wanted to experience it." And what I was going to say, Sharon, is that it was really awesome speaking in other cities where I was able to like share and support people and then go home, you know, because then I could regroup and recoup. Angela says, I've been away recently, going through a lot right now. I feel you, Athena. I feel so exhausted on all levels. I'm like seriously so exhausted. Like seriously. I'm physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted. Yeah, you guys can all come here. That would be amazing. Oh, thanks for telling me what time it was. Oh, Joey. Oh my gosh, Joey. I got your voice message and your email today. I swear I have like 100 and something. I want to say close to like 150 emails. And I'm really sorry that I didn't respond personally about the loss of your friend. I'm so very, very, very sorry for your loss. That is so hard, Joey. I'm really glad that you're here with all of us. Hey, James says it must be a survivor thing. I'm thinking about going back to school to be a teacher. That would be so cool, James. Oh my gosh. Hunter says he's sitting with you, Joey. Lots of highs and hellos and I'm sorries and sitting with you, and hearts, and just lots of love. Lots of love coming your way, Joey. Yes, I am in the middle of nowhere. Francesca, you're so sweet. Francesca says, Athena, I just checked out the Hawaiian Islands. OMG, you're in the middle of nowhere. Fun fact, Francesca. Francesca, if you're still here, oh my gosh. So, did you know that the Hawaiian Island chain is the most remote island chain in the entire world? And we are farthest from the any other landmass than any other island in the entire world. Like, seriously, Google that stuff. Like, I did not know that when I was moving here, but then again, like, hello. Who knows? Like, we don't always know these things, but I'm so grateful I'm here. I'm safe. There's not one person that was involved in any of my exploitation or abuse anywhere. They're thousands of miles away, literally oceans apart. So, yay me. All the high fives, all the confetti, and all the pistachio pudding. Let's just say that, all right? Like, I don't even know if I've ever tasted pistachio pudding, but now I really want to try some. So, like, oh, oh, there's these two birds. Do you hear them? There are these two birds that just came, and they talk so loud, and they talk back and forth to one another, like in each other's faces, as though they're like really far away from one another, but they're super close. It's just the cutest thing. Poppy says, I think there are days I'm allergic to life and people. You're so funny. You're so funny. Me too. Maybe not people because I love people. Like, but I don't like people all around me, like up in my space, up in my grill, up in my business. I like people where I can support them and be with them and love them, and then I have like enough space to go like regroup and sleep and recharge because hello, hashtag INFJ problems. Right. Oh, my husband's so sweet. He just texted me. It just came across and like blocked the screen. I was like, oh no, he's going to interrupt, but you guys can't see it. Only I can. Aurora says, Athena, sorry to hear you're still not feeling well. It sounds like you have the sniffles. I do have the sniffles. You're right. You're right. I do still have the sniffles. It's just like, it's like such a bummer. I don't know what my deal is, but whatever. But I love that it's about ready to rain. Like, can we all just like, hello? You guys are gonna be able to sit here while it starts raining. The sun went away and now it's gonna rain and I love the rain. I lost my place. Let me go back. Let me see where I was. My goodness. Come on. I was speaking about drills and where to put stuff on the walls. Dang it, where was I? Oh, here we go. Kathy O'Brien says that after a few generations, trauma becomes hereditary. Detachment is typical of multi-generational trauma families. Oops. Oh, no, 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 no. Oops. High performing, socially awkward. Ooh, I am high performing and socially awkward. That is me. I wonder if that's what you mean. That is so me. And I do detach. Wow. I know that I have multi-generational trauma. I think I was reading, was it an article? Someone sent me something by Kathy O'Brien. I should get scheduled for an allergy test. Sharon, you're totally right. So Deborah does woodworking, and she has a bedroom with a table saw, a router, a planner, and a bunch of tools. Yes, my Makita is my baby. Like, seriously. I told my husband that my Makita was my boyfriend. I'm like, this baby right here, this baby gets all the work around the house done. I'm telling you, I can do anything with this thing. Like, that drill does everything. I built every piece of furniture. I'm talking nightstands, desks, bookcases, coffee table, end tables, dining chairs, like you name it, that baby does it. It is amazing. And I hung up all the curtain rods for like to put, and the only reason I need curtain rods is not because we need curtains, but because there's mirrors everywhere because it's from the 1970s. It's like, oh my gosh. Yes, Mary Poppin. We need to, like, maybe we could all go. Like, gosh, wouldn't that be cool if we did like a field trip where we all got to see it together? Oh, Joey says, thanks everyone for your sympathies. She was only 61 years old. She died at home and she laid there for 2 days before someone found her. I'm so, 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 so sorry, Joey. I'm so sorry. Nora says, I love road trips. I love road trips too. Oh my gosh. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I love driving. The car is my happy place, seriously. If I have to be home, I prefer to be like working on something or, building something or like, I love it. Kira says it's 9:49 p.m. here. I wish it was still afternoon. It still gets dark too early. I know, right? It is. Like the sun will set tonight at 6 something. But all over the continental, like 48 contiguous states and then other areas of the world, the sun sets rather early right now. Ooh, the breeze just kicked up, you guys. It got a little bit chilly. It's going to rain, I swear. You guys are going to be able to watch the rain come down with me. Poppy says, I get it. I love driving. I feel safe when I'm on the move. Me too. I lost it. Where am I? Wait a second. Declan says, this is something I'm trying to understand. Mental illness is not genetic, although attempts have been made. But I'm sure there are hereditary consequences of foul play. Oh, there have to be, for sure. Most definitely. Ooh, Sharon, you can totally sleep on the beach in the hammock. It's not my hammock, by the way, because that's not my beach. That's like all the beaches, you guys, in the state of Hawaii, all the beaches belong to the state. Did you know that? No one gets to say that no one can like be in their beach area. All the beaches are public. So you could totally sleep in that hammock, Sharon. Seriously. When my husband and I were dating, we would sit at the beach until, like, we would watch the sunset and it would get super dark and we're like, maybe one day when we get married we can come and sleep on the beach. Like, we were all like plotting the future. It was funny. Lots of safe hugs and love for you, Joey. Jeffrey says, in response to your road trip story, as a victim of heinous abuse, Athena, where does that strong desire for adventure and new experiences come from? You know what is so funny, Jeffrey? It's so funny you should even ask that and connect the two. I believe it is a direct result of my isolation. I lived such an isolated life, Jeffrey. Like, I was not allowed to ride the school bus. I was not allowed to leave beyond like going down the street, across the street, or like 2 or 3 houses down. I wasn't allowed to talk to people unless they were in my family or unless my family knew their family. In other words, if you're talking predator speak, that means unless my predatory family meets them and agrees that they're going to be either complicit or they're also involved in criminal activities and isolation of children and so forth. So I led such an isolated life where I always felt very other than, that when I travel, I feel like I belong. Like, I don't know. I feel like I belong. Like when I travel, the most simple way I can put this, Jeffrey, when I travel, I don't feel other than. I feel like I'm the same as everybody else. And like I'm not this weirdo freak that's like fat, ugly, gross, stupid, clumsy, disgusting, and all the other names that my family called me. It's almost like when I travel, like all their lies, I really see them as lies because I'm like, but I'm with everybody else and no one else is treating me that way. Everybody treats me like I belong. Like they don't stare at me and make me feel like I'm weird. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the I don't I think that might be what it is. I think it's directly related, Jeffrey. That's what I think. Oh, thank you so much for the thumbs up, Nexus. And everybody, you guys are so awesome. Aurora says, I wonder if sexual abuse is hereditary because I have so many abusers in my family. I wonder the same thing. I think that's more of like a nurture versus nature. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm with you, Aurora, like seriously. Anne says, I want a ranch with horses that folks with CPTSD can just come to connect and bond. Oh my gosh, I would come and connect and bond. I would, for sure. Declan says, I'm sure also that any inherited consequences of intergenerational trauma would be healed out within a few generations in good conditions. Yeah, like I broke the cycle, you guys. Like my grandbabies, God willing, my future grandbabies, they will never know the pain and the sadness and just the trauma that I've known. You know what I'm saying? Ever. Like never, ever, never. Hunter says, I developed a love for them playing the Zelda games. That's so awesome. Oh, are you talking about the birdies? Oh, horses, horses, horses. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The Zelda games. Oh, Nexus, thank you. I do need some rest. My goodness. Ooh, Sharon says, did you know that Australia is on the total opposite side of the earth from Florida? I didn't know it was exactly the opposite, but now I know. I learn something new from you all the time, Sharon. Yeah, Hunter says, sounds like me every day on the people front. I think he's talking about being allergic to people. Declan says, Aurora, sexual abuse is definitely a learned behavior, but we have our genetic strengths and weaknesses that can be taken advantage of. So true. Oh, Joey says, I sort of blame myself for not being a good friend. I could have checked on her. I just live across the street. Joey, you could have never known. Her death is not your fault. You could have never, ever known, Joey. You could have never known. It's not your fault. Please don't blame yourself. I do love people, but I get tired too, Poppy, when they're in person. You know what I'm saying? Kira says, Anne, that would be awesome. There are tons of horses that need rescue. We could rescue each other. Yes. Can you imagine all the rescue horses and then we would rescue them and then they would help rescue us? Sharon says, I tried to dig to Australia when I was 8. I only got 6 feet deep in the hole filled with water. Oh no. Hey, James says, INFP represent. Oh my gosh, there's so many NFers. There's so many intuitive feelers in this community. INFJs, INFPs in the house. John Harvey says, I'm allergic to people and bright colors. Yes, we can run and frolic and dance and play in the rain. You know, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to, like, don't get dirty, don't do that, you're going to ruin your clothes, blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh my gosh, now any chance I get when it's raining out, I will purposely go and I will splash in a puddle as, like, it's just as much as I possibly can. Like, I will get dirty and you know what? you know what I think I'm trying to do? I think well, first of all, I'm satisfying my younger inner child that never got that, but I think I'm like somehow trying to prove them wrong. Like, no, you see that? Did you see that? I bounced in that, I jumped in that puddle and I got totally dirty. And guess what? Guess what, you a-holes that are crazy that isolated me and raised me like an animal? My clothes didn't get ruined. They went into the washing machine. Amazing, right? My gosh. Uh-oh. You guys, I want the birdie to come back. My husband just texted again and he says, never mind, I changed my mind. I'm picking up takeout. I didn't respond because I was here with you guys. He was offering if I wanted him to pick me up anything because he was going to barbecue some chicken. I'm like, nah. Lots of INFJs in the house. Represent. Represent. You guys, seriously, there are so many intuitive feelers here. Ooh, I love the smell of the rain also. Ooh, Aurora's an INTJ. So you're an intuitive thinker. That means you're analytical, Aurora. Ooh, Kira's an intuitive feeler also. Anne says, I've seriously checked out starting a 501c3 for a ranch with rescued horses so folks with CPTSD can just love on them and receive tons of love back. No writing, just all groundwork, so both have a choice. Anne, I'm going on record right now, whatever the day is. Is today the 18th? Yes, it's the 18th. 18th of February, 2019. I'm telling you right now, Anne, that I will send you all the business you could possibly ever want or need if you decide to start that organization. Do you know that I have thousands of people who have emailed me just reaching out regarding CPTSD stuff and childhood sexual abuse and psychological abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, domestic violence, all kinds of things. Like, seriously, seriously. So many people need help, and those horses could help them. My girlfriend Julie, oh my goodness, I'm so tired. My girlfriend Julie Harkis, she has a ranch in Washington. And, oh, hello, little guys. Hello. Hi, I don't have any food. I'm just sitting here. Hello. You're so brave. Aren't they the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look at them. Yeah, so my girlfriend Julie Harkis, she has a ranch in Washington where she has horses, and I think she does like, what do you call that? Like equine therapy. Equine therapy. Look at my little guys. Hi. Hunter, look at my little birdies. They are so cute. Let's look at them. Oh, why did you peck at him? Hello. Oh well. Short-lived. Those are Java sparrows, by the way, in case you're wondering what they are. Ooh, Sharon has a chop saw and a table saw and a wood burner. She's got all the tools. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Jeffrey's an INFJ. There's a lot of us here. Lots of INFJs. Yeah, self-care badasses in the house. Hello. Guys. Aw, Deborah needs to go. She needs to do homework. Good night, Deborah. Thank you so much for being here. Anne is an ISTJ. I don't know what that one is. Ooh, Angela's starting a coffee barista course. Oh my gosh. There are only a couple things in the world I love more than coffee. You guys, I think I ran over by like 10 minutes tonight. I should probably let you all go. Everybody's got to go. Nexus says, I need to do the personality test again. I've forgotten what I came up as. Good luck with your course. I do love watching people and seeing new things and new places too, James. Oh, my phone just told me it's going to die. It's like, hello. Declan says, I am an INFP moving into an ENFP as I heal. That is so interesting. I never knew that we could change. Oh, look, they're back. Hi. Hello there. I've gone way over tonight, you guys. Oh, I think my laugh scared him. I guess it's not going to rain, you guys. Malta says, the laundry thing resonates with me greatly. I wasn't allowed to use the machines because I would either break them or because I wasn't doing a full load. And today, when I get my clothing dirty, it is the flashback that is worse because I do less than a full load and nothing happens. Totally. Seriously, you guys. Yeah. Oh, up yours, Narc. I'm so glad you were here tonight. I didn't get a chance to say hi to you. Ooh, Sharon says, Athena, you should do a mud run. Ooh, I would love that. We don't have that here. Mm, I can't figure out where I left off. Oh, there. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of your guys' comments. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we do a book club, James. Oh my gosh, you got to join the book club. And we're getting ready to start, James, we're getting ready to start a meditation and mindfulness club. And then I'm also getting ready to start an art journaling club. So there's lots on deck. It's so incredible. And it's so wonderful, and the community is so inclusive, and it's just amazing. So I'm really grateful that I got an opportunity to meet you here on a Monday night, and I hope I get an opportunity to see you in other places also. That would be so awesome. And I would like some virtual pistachio pudding whenever you attend. That would be so awesome. Yep, art journaling club, meditation mindfulness club, book club. We have a daily recovery support calls, which are daily peer support for all complex trauma survivors. Hi, Rhonda. I missed Rhonda. I don't see Rhonda, but someone says, hi, Rhonda. I missed Rhonda. Where'd Rhonda go? Hi, Rhonda. here we go. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda says, I came in late, but I will watch what I missed on the replay in the morning. Thank you, Athena, and everyone. I'm grateful for these videos. Oh, I'm so glad, Rhonda. I didn't do much today other than just talk about like what it's like when we're showing up on live streams. Like there are lots of like, you know, there's a lot of different circumstances. Like people could be multitasking or ooh, art journaling. Oh, you guys. Oh, I will tell you all about the art journaling because I'm going to be leading it because I just finished a course. Oh my gosh. So it's kind of like journaling, but what you do is you take, like, let's say you journaled something, or even you're just thinking of something, and then you get to pick, like, let's say I lead a class where, you know, I say, okay, we're going to be doing this particular art journal, you know, page today or whatever. And this is what mine's, you know, this is the one I'm going to be recreating for you guys. But you guys can pick anything you want to pick. You can pick whatever colors you want. You can pick whatever you want to do. There's no wrong way to do it. I can give you guys some examples next week maybe on what art journaling is, because eventually on Monday nights, I might even start like an art journaling page. Oh, Vi says, I think it's using art as an expression of feelings. It is. It is. And hi, Connie. So good to see you. So good to see every one of you. But yeah, it's basically just taking, like, for instance, you can do something that's like journaling your day, of like what your day was like what color was your day, and like how did you feel about this, or you can do like a past, present, and future, or you could do, you know, like any type of, like there would be a topic, and then everyone would work on their art journal page. I'm not explaining it well. I'm butchering it, but I'll put it together and make it make way more sense. And when it's on the website, it will spell it out and make way more sense so that you won't be like, oh my gosh, what's art journaling? And why is Athena so confusing? You know what I'm saying? So, gosh, I'm like 17, 18 minutes after you guys. I'm going to go ahead and go now. And the rain never came though. I'm kind of bummed. Like, see those clouds? Like, I honestly thought rain was going to come. Like, seriously. They look like rain clouds to me. Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing you all next week. I don't know if I'm going to be feeling 100%, but if I'm not, then we are just going to hang out like we are right now. And we're just going to have a community discussion. So if you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, I would so appreciate you giving this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you. Oh, thank you, Pixie Painter. I love you too. Good night to you. But if this video was helpful for you at all, it would mean a lot to me if you gave the video a thumbs up and you subscribed to my channel and you clicked the little bell notifications. Thank you so much, Malta. Thank you, John Harvey. Thank you, Poppy and Vi and Declan and Kira and Pixie and Jeffrey and Nexus and Shannon and Connie and Angela and, gosh, and James and Sharon and Anne and anyone else that I missed. I hope you all have such a wonderful night. I will see you here 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern next Monday, either with a video like this